We went looking for the best realtor YouTube channels in the country. And the wild part is, no two of them look anything alike.
6 different brands, 6 completely different strategies. The only thing they have in common is their relentless consistency over long periods of time.
So today we're breaking down 6 of them, what makes each one different, and what you can actually steal for your own channel.
Because copying Ryan Serhant only gets you so far. These 6 channels prove that there isn't only one right way to do YouTube.
Okay, Victor, so let's break down first Orlando. Very interesting market. What did Ken Pozek do differently on his channel?
So what's interesting about him, he moved to Orlando with 0 clients and 0 network. So completely fresh.
Okay.
Just, building everything from scratch, starting from 0. So what he did was quite different from like average realtors, right? He skipped cold calling entirely and committed to 100 videos in 100 days.
Oh, wow.
1 video per day.
That's crazy.
Every single day for 100 days.
Now tell this to clients who are usually worried about filming 1 video a week.
Yeah, that's not doable for most people. But if you want to have outstanding results, you have to do things differently.
True.
So imagine this now. He filmed 80 videos without getting a single lead.
Oh, wow. So 80 days of 80 videos?
And no leads.
Okay, 3 months basically.
99% of the people would have already given up.
100%.
But what's interesting, the next months, he started getting multiple leads over the next few months and really building his pipeline because all these videos started working for him.
So it's like the snowballing effect basically started to kick in, and the older videos, while generating the views from the day one, the new one were compounding on the top of that. And now he's like, the YouTube is actually promoting his videos to more and more people every single day with every single video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of stamina.
Oh, yeah.
To film these videos and to keep filming without seeing any real results for 80 days.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So today his channel has generated over 7 million views.
Oh, wow.
And is running like a clock every single day, generating leads for him on autopilot.
Okay.
So the main takeaway from this, guys, if you are consistent and you're focused on hyper-local content, it's just a matter of time until people start reaching out and see you as the local expert. So please don't give up. Keep filming. You might be getting really close to getting that first lead, but if you give up, it's not gonna happen.
What I want to also add, Victor, is that I've got a pretty good number of clients throughout my career who've been telling me the same thing. It's like, Archie, I've just moved to this area. Or maybe it was just now, but like in a last year, a few years ago. So I'm not really the expert to position myself in those videos. So how people gonna, listen to me and trust me, right? And that's where I come in and say, don't make this up. Like, be honest with your audience, because what people really value is being trustworthy, being honest, and being yourself on the camera, right? So my suggestion to those clients would be usually is to, position yourself like, hey, I've just moved in here last year, so I'm gonna showcase to you guys what is actually like in here from my point of view, that I'm gonna be learning about this neighborhood, this city, those areas, schools, parks, whatever the case is. From my standpoint, like, I'm learning this for the first time together, right? So don't try to sell yourself like, yeah, I'm an expert and been here in, past 10 years, so I will be the one who's gonna teach you about this area. But instead be, honest and say, I might not have been here for the long time, but I'm willing to explore this neighborhood, see all the pros and the cons of it, and showcase them to you as I'll be learning them. So don't be worried if you are, haven't been there for a very long time and you're starting from scratch as well. Similar to Ken Pozek, right? He started from scratch, and you can do too, and you can get to the same results. Maybe not going to the level of 1 video per day, but if you stay consistent enough, and especially depends on your neighborhoods, on the area itself, on the market, your ideal clients, things like that. So it might take you the same amount of time it took him, same 3 months on average to get the first lead, but with having 2 videos published a week.
Exactly. And the thing is, you put yourself in your client's shoes when you're doing that.
Yeah.
And people can really relate.
Yeah.
Because let's say if you come to Orlando for the first time and you're filming your experience, like you're filming your reactions to the thing that happened there, and like it's raw, It's like your real self. And then people watch that, they can put themselves in your shoes.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like a reality show for them, right? Because they watch like, okay, this is what I should expect if I move there. Because they're watching these videos and they're imagining themselves instead of you, discovering these neighborhoods, looking at all these areas, and really soaking in the atmosphere, the sun, from Florida,
the vibe,
and everything that it has to offer, right?
Yeah, 100%. So like the authenticity portion of it, again, plays a huge role in here, right?
I agree, 100%. So Archie, let's look at like completely different playbook right now. What is Enes doing differently in LA?
That's a good question, Victor. So his main focus was on the luxury tours and positioning himself as the luxury brand, luxury agent who will showcase those stunning properties from the angle that will attract high ticket buyers, right?
High net worth individuals, right?
Exactly, yes. By showcasing the luxury properties, he was mainly attracting the buyers, right? So his channel was focused buyers like for 100%. Over time, his channel became his brand itself, right? So because he was focusing on a very niched topics and those listing properties, he was showcasing, Malibu, Lake Tahoe properties, different estates, focused on like billionaires and things like that. His entire channel was after that focused on that mainly, right? And a lot of agents would start in a similar way, not mainly focusing on the luxury properties, but by focusing on listing properties. So they would think, let me start the channel, let me showcase those listings that I have for people to see, and they're like, okay, I like this house, let me give him a call, right? But they skip completely the point of selling the neighborhood, the vibe, the feeling of it. And on top of that, they're skipping the evergreen aspect of things. As soon as that listing is done, that video becomes really obsolete, right?
Yeah, and what's interesting, every realtor knows this rule. Location, location, location.
Yeah.
That's rule number one of real estate.
Yeah.
But when they film these videos, they forget about the rule. They focus on the box itself, the concrete, the walls, what's inside, but they forget to mention the location.
Yeah.
Because, most of the value of the real estate property is in the location. Where did they put those bricks? That really matters.
Yeah.
And they forget about it. They forget about the infrastructure, the schools. Where's the nearest Costco? I mean, you would be like the first person to find out that.
I need to know that before I will make a move.
When you moved to Etobicoke in Toronto, like what was one of the primary reasons you did so?
How long is the drive to Costco? Because other than that, I'm not, if it's like too far, I'm not moving, so.
And guys, this is not sponsored by Costco, but Costco, if you're listening to this, we would love a collaboration.
Yeah, so coming back to Enes, he was treating every video and every listing like a showcase, like a cinematic event, not just a regular walkthrough. And that's what helped to build his channel and build this brand around luxury, right? The luxury properties, and focus on specifically high intent, high ticket buyers.
Yeah, and the thing with the luxury properties, filming them is very different from filming like regular mid-range homes, right? Because you really want to invest into like crazy good drone shots. You want to fly over the property. You want to showcase it from different cool angles, day and night, all the different scenery. And then you really want to invest into a camera person as well. Because when it comes to a multi-million-dollar properties, right? You want to showcase them in the best way possible.
True.
And YouTube is one of the best tools for that. Like I even have a client, Matt in Florida. He recently sold a $3.3 million home from his YouTube channel. And it was an international buyer from the UK.
Okay.
Cash deal.
Yeah.
So that's the power of YouTube. You can bring wealthy buyers to your channel. They'll watch your videos, build trust with you, and then reach out to you. So it's just so simple, but most people don't get it because it takes a lot of work to have a successful YouTube channel, right?
Imagine watching all of those luxury properties with the high quality shots and drone images and videos on a high resolution TV in your living room. No other platform can give you access to that.
YouTube TV is the best.
The main branding takeaway for this example would be that you don't necessarily need, a high budget, a high production quality for, multi-million-dollar listings that you want to focus on. I would say the main thing is to have a storytelling instinct to apply at any level of your production, whether you're focusing on sellers, buyers, relocators, first-time home buyers, luxury properties, military personnel, because that's a big thing, especially in those near those military bases. You just have to understand who's your ideal client is, have a vision for it and focus and go all in on that. Because over time, as you build that library of content, focusing on that ideal client and that area, that will start getting you the results of your person that you're looking for to give you a call.
Yeah, and realtors should not be shy to share their personal stories.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, we know this in sales. Facts tell, stories sell, right? So many realtors, they forget about this, that they have to showcase their personality, their expertise, as well as their stories. Because that's how people really connect, and that's how they reach out. Because they like you, maybe they relate to one of the stories you mentioned, and that's way better than any sales pitch you can ever imagine.
That's true. Yeah. Okay, Victor, good point. Now let's look at a little bit different picture. What about Jessica in Wilmington, North Carolina? Can you tell us a little bit more about her channel and her approach to YouTube?
So what's interesting about her, she's a full-time realtor, and she's doing these like driving tours. So she's filming herself in the car, no fancy equipment, no lighting kits.
Okay.
Just like raw performance. Basically her driving around the neighborhood and commenting on what she's seeing on the streets and providing her, opinion about the area.
Okay, then I would say probably not a raw performance, but a raw information, raw value rather than that. No performance, just her information. And
yeah, but I just meant performance in terms of her, like her knowing her stuff.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you really know your stuff, it's gonna be noticeable on video, even if you don't have crazy editing or, like crazy equipment or a crew running after you, right? Because the thing is, like people really value expertise. And that's what we see with her, just driving through the neighborhoods, talking about her experience. Because many people, when they want to move to a neighborhood, they'll do the same thing. They'll sit in their car and drive around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So instead of them, flying from New York to North Carolina to basically take a look at the neighborhood, they can watch her video and have the same experience.
That's true.
And save thousands of dollars of not flying there in and spending, the weekend looking at the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So with her, we basically see zero polishing and maximum personality.
That's what I was talking about.
And that's what we're preaching, guys. Like, you have to showcase who you are and you have to look real. YouTube is not Netflix, okay? YouTube is the real stuff. You don't want to sound too scripted or, be too polished, because people want to actually see real you. Even if you mess up sometimes in the videos, we messed up hundreds of times filming this video. But the thing is, this showcases that you're a human being, and that's how people connect with you. That's very valuable. Yeah, so in her case, a simple video about, best restaurants in the area has generated thousands of views, right? But in terms of our strategy, we don't really recommend that, right? Because we want to focus on the evergreen real estate content and not becoming a touristy channel, right? But the thing is, it worked in her case, which is great. But you guys keep in mind, like, real estate focus is very important. Otherwise, you'll just attract a bunch of tourists. And I don't think that's who you want to attract through your channel.
So what would you say the main takeaway for her channel in this case?
I think in her case is you don't really need a huge budget to have a successful channel, but you really need to showcase your personality and your vast knowledge of the area.
Yeah.
Because if you know the area and you have a great personality that people connect with, that's the perfect formula. That's all you need.
Yep.
And no amount of fancy editing will be able to substitute that.
That's true. So guys, if you're sitting here and thinking, I can't even start without the budget, that's literally why we built our content library in our channel for. So go ahead and check our videos where we talk about the evergreen content, how to start working on your videos with even one video a week strategy to find out more.
Oh, and we also have a video about the type of equipment you might want to look at, and it's not gonna break the bank. So Archie, when it comes to Katie Spaniak, she built her entire channel around one single outcome. What is it?
So when it comes to Katie, her entire channel is focused on one main thing. Even her channel name is called Sell Your Home with Katie Spaniak. So her focus is on the listings, right? And everything on her channel is built around that. So the channel name, the bio, the description to the video, the tags, all the metadata is working in her favor to attract the right client she is looking for, listings. And on top of all of the metadata, she's also offering a playbook to be downloaded by her viewers that's been downloaded, if I'm not mistaken, over 20,000 times. So it's basically a free resource people can download and take advantage of as the payoff for spending their time and watching her video to get some kind of a valuable information for them, right? So which we call a lead magnet. So even when people ask her, like, what's her secret sauce to her strategy of the channel, in her own, she's saying that people don't want the brand. They want your brand, right? The focus on your identity and your unique proposition. And my brand is honesty, and people trust it, right? So this is how she is focusing on this ideal client, by being honest and providing the high value to her ideal client, which is generating the listings.
Yeah, because in real estate, it's a people's business. It's all about trust.
Oh yeah.
If there is no trust, people won't be doing business with you.
Yeah.
And building trust through video is one of the most successful ways to do this at a higher scale.
On top of that, if I remember correctly, she has built her referral business by focusing on out-of-town clients who are interested to list their home, to distribute those leads to other agents, other vetted agents that are in her circle of influence or in her network. And so this way, she's not only focusing on, listings in her area, but she's focusing on a higher area, on a larger scale area, which brings her more business by delegating that work to other agents out there, which is very smart.
Yeah, that's what we noticed with many of the successful realtors on YouTube. Over time, they start building a successful referral business through the channel. Because let's say they are in some city in their state, they're covering their area, but somebody calls in and they want to move to a different part of the state. So if they have a person there that they trust, that is a good realtor, they can refer them to them, collect their cut from the commission without doing any real work, right? They don't have to show houses, they don't have to sign agreements, do anything else, just passing the lead. Because in real estate, guys, who controls the lead controls the narrative. And YouTube allows you to control the lead flow, and that's what really will make your business strong, and you won't depend on other sources of leads because you have built your own that is actually also high quality versus the other ways of generating leads, such as running ads or, cold calling, won't be as effective versus building a personal brand and growing organically on YouTube. Yeah,
and Katie is a great example of that, exactly what you said. So to sum up, her entire channel is built on a very crystal clear vision in here. Focus on listings, build the network of other agents who are gonna help you with people who are outside of the area, offer some resources as a payout for the time those viewers spend watching your videos, and provide some kind of a lead magnet, right, to capture the information, but also provide the value, and, have a clear vision for your business, for your channel, and the focus on your ideal client. Okay, guys, so for the next one, full disclosure, Chad Dormand, one of our current clients, and Victor, you're the one who's working with him from the start, right?
Yeah, from day one.
Yeah. And can you tell us a little bit more? So what he is all about and what's his approach for the YouTube channel?
So Chad's, he's very unique because, first of all, from day one, he knew that he was gonna be successful if he stays consistent.
Okay.
Because we had multiple calls with him, and I told him, Chad, we have to stay consistent with the videos. 2 videos a week, that's a rule. It should become a non-negotiable. If you want to succeed, we have to do this. And he was on board from day one. His background is quite interesting. So he actually used to own gyms.
Oh, really?
In South Carolina.
Okay.
So that was his business. Then he went into Verizon for a sales position. So he had over 10 years of experience in sales before he became a real estate agent. And what's unique about him is his client centricity approach, and that he really treats every client exclusively. He picks up the phone all the time, which very few realtors do. He answers quickly, and he's always honest. Like, even his best performing video on the YouTube channel is about what we call the dark side of South Carolina. So what people should know and they aren't really told about South Carolina. And that video had generated 167,000 views as of today.
Wow.
In the first 4 months.
Wow.
And it's still going. So the thing is, with Chad, he understood the power of YouTube because we had a call where I explained everything. I explained the strategy, and we focused on the relocation strategy because South Carolina today
Big.
is huge when it comes to relocation. It's actually the #1 state per capita
Really?
in the US where people are relocating right now.
Wow. Okay.
So it's crazy. And it's very interesting and unique because there are so many advantages to living in the South, actually way more affordable versus in the North. And a lot of people are moving from New York State, from Massachusetts, from New Jersey, from even California and like Illinois, all the areas.
Okay.
And what's unique about him is that even though like sometimes he fell sick or he pulled his back or stuff happens, he was still filming the videos, even sometimes at like 1 a.m. because he was so busy with clients. But he knew that this is a non-negotiable for him, and he kept on going. So now, 14 months later, he has a YouTube channel with 4,000 subscribers, more than 100 videos on the YouTube channel. And in terms of views per month, he has the largest channel now in Columbia, South Carolina.
Wow.
He's generating around 50,000 views a month as of right now.
Okay.
And he keeps on getting more and more people reaching out to him, asking to relocate and helping find a home. So the main takeaway, guys, if you're in the South, there are a lot of people that are relocating right now to your area. Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Texas, Arizona, and many others. So what you should focus on if you prefer working with out-of-state buyers is on the relocation of those people because they're constantly searching, how can I move to Florida? What it's like living in South Carolina? And if you have videos that answer those questions, people will be reaching out to you. But the biggest takeaway is staying consistent because unless you're consistent, your channel won't grow and people won't be reaching out to you. So prioritizing content production is key. And that's where we come in because we help you make that process way easier with our team, with our editors, with our SEO experts, so you can focus on what you do best, real estate, signing contracts and selling houses. And we do all the rest.
Okay, Victor. So for the last one, we have Craig Veroni from Vancouver. So what's his deal?
So what's interesting about him is that he used to be an actor. So he has the skill set of being in front of the camera and doing it in a professional manner.
That's a bonus.
That's already a huge plus. The second thing is he's very serious about his listing videos and he treats every single listing like a film production. So he goes big on his videos.
Okay.
And because of his approach to production, he is named as one of the top 50 real estate content producers in North America.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah. I mean, there are like over 1 million realtors in North America. So getting into the top 50, that's hard. So the main takeaway here is that whatever skill sets you had before you started your real estate career, you can leverage them and actually apply them to your business. Acting is perfect in the era of content, right? If you filmed any videos before, that's also great because you can capture better shots, have better quality visuals. So your unfair advantage is whatever you knew before, you can transfer that over to real estate and become even more successful because of all the experience that you've gathered over the years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So guys, look at these 6 people that we just went through. Every single person was following a different strategy and they're all successful in their own way. So this means there's no one size fits all. It really depends on your market, who you're trying to attract, and the execution of that strategy. So do you want to focus on sellers? Or do you want to focus on buyers? Do you want to focus on retirees or first-time home buyers? There's so many different areas that you can explore. And where we come in is we help you identify who your perfect client is, who you're trying to attract, and learn your market so we have a better understanding of all the nuances that are there so that the content that you produce is actually generating leads for you instead of just collecting eyeballs that are not acting on it and just passively watching instead of giving you a call, which should be the primary goal at all times.
Yes, 6 completely different brands, and every single one of them is instantly recognizable for the second you land on their channel.
And the interesting part, they don't get there by accident. They got there because they were staying consistent over long periods of time and they remain who they really truly are instead of becoming somebody else who they're not.
If you want help figuring out which one of these 6 lanes actually fits you, instead of guessing, go to BrickByBrick.Productions and book a strategy call. Let's figure out your version of this together.
And we'll hope to see you soon on YouTube.